The Munster Rally, in association with Grosfelex, distributed by J.G. Kelly Supplies.
We've now reached the halfway point in the Dunlop National Rally Championship, and before round 5 begins here in Limerick, Michael Barble holds on to a 15-point lead. However, Derryman Eugene Donnelly is rapidly climbing up the leaderboard and now lies joint second with young hotshot Adrian McIlvanney. We also can't rule out Davy Armstrong, who narrowly missed out on a win in Carlow. As you can see, this championship is far from decided.
Winner of the last round in Cavan, and having missed round 3 in Carlow, Derry's Eugene Donnelly seeks to secure his 3rd victory in the current championship campaign and move closer to the top spot.
Eugene, another weekend, another rally. Michael's won 2 rounds now, you've won 2 rounds. Whose turn is it this weekend?
Oh, sure. Lady Luck only knows that. It's another rally, it's another tough day, extremely difficult stages, I think. I mean, it's a lottery, you know. It's all back to the tyres again. We have changeable weather, we've got grey skies here, we have dry road. You just don't know what it's going to do.
Michael Barble is a former winner of the Circuit of Munster. Another win here would give his championship ambitions a great boost and stay ahead of the pack as we reach the midpoint of the 10-round series.
Michael, round 5 of the championship, is everything going to plan?
Yes, everything's going to plan. We're leading the championship. We're halfway through the championship. The rally today will be the halfway mark point. Everything's going to plan. It's one of our favourite rallies, Circuit of Munster. The stages are lovely, fast-flowing stage which suits our type of driving, and we're really looking forward to this event today.
This is Adrian McIlvanney's first attempt at the championship. He continues to make progress as he acclimatises to this his first season in a World Rally car. The Monaghan driver is currently equal second in the series.
Adrian is now halfway through the championship. You're lying joint second with Eugene Donnelly. Will you be able to maintain that position after today?
It all depends how we get on today. If the car performs all right, if we can keep it between the ditches.
How is the car performing for you?
It seems to be performing well. We had a few setup changes to change in Cavan after the first 3. And by the last 3 stages the car was going well. I think we were on the pace at that stage. So
London-based Limerick driver Ollie O'Donovan can always be relied upon to give 100%. Total commitment, and his style is certainly exciting.
Ollie, you're back from London especially for your local event. You're looking forward to it?
I am actually. I am looking forward to it. I am back. It is my local event, but I don't know where I'm going. It was a bit embarrassing. We had to look at a road map to find 3 stages after that. So there's one stage would be a local stage to me. But
what do you think of the stages?
Very good. Really, really like them. They're very fast. There's a bit of everything in it for everybody.
We're here with a very relaxed Tim McNulty this morning. Tim, you're last year's winner of this event. You're driving one of the top cars here today. Surely a win should be within reach.
Yeah, well, we'll be definitely having a go at it. But as I said, there's definitely 5 or 6 there between the national and international boys there that any of them can take a win here today, and they're all capable of it. So we're going to be definitely up against it.
Stage 1, Ramhorn Line, starts south of Ballingarry. The stage starts with a series of tight hairpins before the drivers meet a fast-flowing section in the middle, and also a long, fast-flowing section to the finish at Dromacully. McNulty makes the perfect start. He's fastest through the 13-mile stage and duly takes a 4-second lead over the opposition. In the heat, Michael Barble found the stage very slippy in places. Nevertheless, he slots into 3rd, some 6 seconds off the top spot.
Absolute left cut at the wires across the road, go 2,000. Absolute left over crest, go 1,000. Long absolute left over crest going down 1,500. Easy right going down 800. Easy right over crest, cut 600. Absolute left and dip going up 1,500. Absolute crest on.
It's taken Eugene Donnelly some time to settle. Not his customary quick start. A half spin on just the 2nd junction didn't help either. He's 4th, 10 seconds off the leader.
300. Flat 1 left. And flat 1 left, 200. Turn square left. 60. Flat 1 left, 100.
Ollie O'Donovan's car seems very twitchy, and on such a long stage he loses time. He shares 5th place.
One right opens over straight crest. 40, pull away now. 40. Cautious stay
one right over big jump straight. There you go. And stay right, straight crest on 4 left. 15, flat left over crest.
Armagh Morris Gas adopts the West Limerick roads very quickly. In fact, he takes second overall, a mere 4 seconds off the leading pace. Receiving a call from the reserve list, West Cork driver Lee McCarthy had a problem with tyre selection that prevented a better start. He's outside the top 10 after the opening stage. Another West Cork driver, Dennis Cronin, always entertaining and inside the top 10 as he leads the rear-wheel drive category with some gusto.
Into long slide right. Into crest, into cut medium left. And fast right.
Sharing ninth with Cronin is Adrian McIlvany. Incorrect tyre pressures and without the gauge to adjust them, the Monaghan man remarked that his car was all over the road and difficult to handle.
40, 5 right, maybe slippy. 80, small crest into 5 right. 60, 5 left minus. 60.
Surprisingly seated down at number 11, this is Davy Armstrong. He finished the stage equal 5th. One of the sensations of Irish rallying is Garry Jennings. He powers his nimble machine down the stages with stunning effects.
2 left, continues over gravel, back off, wipe out. Watch this one, unseen 4 left. Watch it. Tightens into, watch it here. Tightens. Flat right, 80. Flat right again, 100. 5 left, wipe out. Repeat, 5 left, wipe out now.
This is Nigel Hicklam's final outing in this particular car before he moves to a WRC. He makes a solid start and holds a strong top 10 place. Having missed the Cavan rally, Sean Gallagher is back in championship action and looking for a major share of the Dunlop championship points.
Caution, 2 right in the jump over bridge, into open square right, into hairpin left. Hairpin left.
David McNulty is also trying to embellish his championship position.
Easy. Flat 1 right and flat 1 left, 100. Caution, 1 left over crest and slippy 3 right. 1 left over crest, slippy 3 right. 400. 400.
Stage 3, based around the beautiful Sugar Hill Mountain. This is one of the fastest stages in the rally, and with some very fast long straights, not one for the faint-hearted. It'll definitely sort out the boys from the men. Early leader Tim McNulty was a little bit cautious over the second stage, and it cost him the lead. Michael Barrable has had 1 or 2 overshoots, but is relatively happy with his performance over the 2 stages.
Absolute crest, go 2000. Absolute left over crest, 600, turn tight hairpin right. At last 3 on right. Absolute left long, go 1500. Absolute right at the stones, go 1500.
Eugene Donnelly is beginning to sparkle, and he sets the fastest time here, which puts him ahead of the leaderboard by 6 seconds.
1 right and 2 left, and 6 right plus. 100, 2 left for bump cuts, to 2 right cuts, 45 right plus. 100, caution 3.
There's been plenty of drama for Ollie O'Donovan and his co-driver David Moynihan, including a puncture, several overshoots, and a little visit to the scenery. Amazingly, though, they are still 5th.
Bad dip unseen. 30, straight over big jump. Big jump, 10, left, 15, straight crest, down into left over jump, down 30,
The heat is certainly posing some problems for Maurice Gas. The tyres are not working properly. Although Sean Gallagher is best of the non-WRC cars, a lack of power is hampering his progress. Nevertheless, he is still having a steady run.
3 right into 4 left. Easy. 4 left. 100. 2 right 40. Caution. 1 right into 5 right. Up here, watch this one. 1 right. Wait a minute.
After sorting out his tyre pressure problems, McCarthy now lies 8th overall. Dennis Cronin and Helen O'Sullivan are setting some superb times in their beautiful BMW.
Caution slight left. And a long easy left over crest. Into absolute right 40. Absolute left into caution.
Adrian McIlvanny is about to make his exit. His car lapses on 3 cylinders. At least he will be able to get back to Monaghan early. Davy Armstrong is not happy with the handling of his car, and as we can see from Joey O'Shea's camera, Armstrong loses the back of his car, which results in a big impact. Once again, we see the back of the car slid wide on the loose gravel, but thankfully, everyone is okay. Garry Jennings has changed the settings on his car, and he's much happier now with its performance.
100. Flat right. Flat left in. 3 right. 130. Fast 4 left over gravel slippy. Will be fast 4 left over gravel slippy.
Nigel Hicklin presses on and survives the unfolding drama on his last outing in this car. And this footage here was caught by our spectator cam, Joey O'Shea. The Group N Subaru of Owen Doyle tries to upstage Hicklin and departs somewhat deflated by the experience. David McNulty was one of several drivers to be called from the reserve list and seems to be enjoying himself.
With 4 stages down and 4 to go, Eugene Donnelly has carved out a lead of 45 seconds. However, just 2 seconds separate each of the next 3 cars. Join us in part 2 for the final stages of round 5.
The Munster Grosspelex, distributed by J.G. Kelly Supplies. And the positions after special stage 4, the timings are very tight. Eugene Donnelly is in 1st, Tim McNulty in 2nd, Maurice Gas is in 3rd, Michael Barrable in 4th, and Ollie O'Donovan in 5th.
Eugene, it's all about tyre choice this weekend.
It is a bit. This morning was a bit difficult to get the right tyre because it was a wee bit greasy and slippery, you know. But we're now on the hardest compound tyre we have because the day has turned out so beautiful, you know. So I suppose all the rest of the lads are doing the same thing. But certainly every rally's all about tyres, you know.
Michael, happy with this morning's work?
Yeah, so far things are going to plan. We've had 1 or 2 overshoots and our tyres went off in the last stage, so we're still there in with a fighting chance for the top, but it's pretty quick.
Tim, how did the first loop of stages go?
Yeah, went quite well, yeah. Happy with the car, but mistake there on stage 4. We overshot a junction, lost a lot of time, and
Will you be able to make it up?
we'll see, yeah, but Eugene Donnelly there has gone well ahead there now, and hopefully staying inside the top 3 will be happy, you know.
Ollie, you're enjoying those lock of chips there, but how did this morning go?
Well, I may as well, because I'm not doing any good on the rally. We're lying 5th at the moment. Stages are really, really good, but we're having a problem there with the water injection.
Will you be able to sort it out for the next loop of stages?
Unfortunately not. We can't get to the bottom of the problem here, but we can continue on. Just we're down on power. Just need a World Cup to catch the big boys.
Marsh, you're competing in the Tarmac Championship this year. How's the national event going?
For sure, we're doing the Tarmac Championship, and we've got the chance. We're leading the Southern 4, so this is why we're down here this weekend.
How are you getting on?
We're laying third overall, 2 seconds behind Tim McAnulty, and Michael Barb's 2 seconds behind me. So.
Run over the famous mountain of Mulliganish, another very fast stage where the drivers face some quarter-mile straights. They then leave the mountain section and the stages get very tight towards the end, with a section of tight hairpins. Back out on the second loop, Tim McNulty wants to hold on to second as he comes under intense pressure. Nonetheless, he's 8 seconds ahead of third-placed Michael Barable. Michael Barable, who is desperate to close the deficit, yet in terms of championship points, it's irrelevant, as Tim McNulty didn't register.
Absolute crest of the wires across the road, and absolute left go. Last 3,000 to the top. Up here? Yeah. Absolute left over crest 1,000. Easy left at the house. Cut, remember this. 1,500. Long easy right going down 2,000. Absolute left on the trees, cut.
Rally leader Eugene Donnelly is certainly in sparkling form. He continues to punch in fastest times and stretches his lead to 51 seconds.
One left to small crest and bump, 150. Flat small crest, left and middle, 130. Flat one right, 200. One right to 2 right, cut.
Morris Gass completes the trio, battling for the second place, and he is very much in contention. Now beginning to pick up the pace, Lee McCarthy is setting much quicker times, reflected by his position of 6th overall. Driving beyond the limits to retain 5th is Ollie O'Donovan. He's experiencing problems with the water injection system. Ollie closes in on Morris Gass, who had a big spin early on in the stage.
15, 2 left over gravel, 25, 2 right opens, 20 flat 1 right, 20 type 4 right, type 4 right, type 4 right.
Garry Jennings is having a problem with gear selection as he pushes the nimble car through the lanes of Munster.
And 2 left, 80. Flat left at the tree, 100. 60, 3 right at the gate. Repeat, 3 right at the gate, 60. Flat right at the fence.
A change of turbo seems to have had the desired effect. Sean Gallagher has climbed 2 places on the leaderboard.
The turn 4 left very fast. 40, turn 4 right, 100. 100. 1 left, and
Dennis Cronin still has his pristine car in 8th place and thrilling the spectators. There was a time when cars like these were winning rallies, but time waits for nobody. Neither does Ed O'Callaghan.
2 left, 100.
Ah.
You know.
On the final stage, Tim McNulty ends up with the fastest time, but will it be enough for 2nd place? Michael Barable is committing himself more, and he's on course for 2nd and valuable championship points.
Fast left maybe at pole, 1,500. Fast left over crest at house, cut. Flat 4,000 at the top. Absolute crest at the trees on right. Flat 3,000, go.
Eugene Donnelly has just to finish this stage and take another victory and embellish his quest for national championship victory.
Caution 2 right to jump on the bridge and open square right. And tight hairpin left, 130. 3 left plus, 80. 4 right. right.
The cable device in the handbrake mechanism has snapped, and Maurice Gas has lost reverse gear also. But as we see again from Joe O'Shea's camera, he's very lucky to get away with this one. Ollie O'Donovan is still showing total commitment, and he's the best of the non-WRC machinery.
Flat left 30, long one right, stay out. 15, long flat one right. Long flat one right. 15 into one left. 15 into long one right. 10 into tight two right.
Lee McCarthy has fixed the anti-roll bar, and it's made a big difference to the handling of his car. Dennis Cronin continues to sling the car about, and he will finish the rally in 7th place and the best of the rear-wheel drive contingent. Sean Gallagher has blown a turbo, and it's going to cost him a place on the leaderboard. He finishes 8th overall. Garry Jennings was heading for a top 10 spot until the gearbox jammed in 4th gear. He continues to experience problems. Nevertheless, he finished 16th and wins Class 6. Willie Fanning stays ahead of his rivals in the showroom class, and he goes on to win Group N by a mere second. It was tough on James O'Sullivan, who was right in contention and even took 10 seconds off Fanning on the final stage, but it just wasn't enough. Continuing the Group N trend, Derek Job took 3rd place. Mark Courtney finished 4th in the same category. Here he loses some time, but avoids making contact with the scenery. Lee McCarthy made a fine recovery once he discovered that the anti-roll bar contributed greatly to his problems on the early stages. Ollie O'Donovan had no answer to the World Rally cars, but he gave it everything, even if he had a few problems along the way. Maurice Gas was somewhat disappointed to finish 4th. The lack of a handbrake dented his confidence. Last year's winner, Tim McNulty, finishes 3rd. He was a little off the pace on the penultimate stage. Michael Barrable is satisfied with his haul of 18 championship points and retains the lead of the championship. But there's no stopping Eugene Donnelly. He takes his 3rd win of the campaign, surviving this little moment, and he shows he's very much the driver in form.
Eugene, your 3rd win of the season, and you've now tightened the gap in the championship.
Yeah, but it's a long way to go. It's only halfway through with 5 very tough rallies still to do. But not taken away from today. I'm delighted about today, delighted to be in this position. I know Michael's still leading the championship, but I think we're in a good, strong position, you know. Very happy.
And the leaderboard after round 5. Michael Barrable has a convincing lead with 90 points. Eugene Donnelly in 2nd with 78. Adrian McIlvanney in 3rd with 58. Sean Gallagher in 4th with 51. And David Armstrong in 5th with 42 points.
5 rounds gone, 5 to go, and Eugene Donnelly has notched up yet another win. However, Dublin man Michael Barrable still holds on to the lead in the championship. Join us for round 6 in Ravens Rock as this epic battle continues.
The Munster Rally, in association with Grosfelex, distributed by J.G. Kelly Supplies.